This area right here is going to be your strut tower. Strut's going to come up through the one that we have in the classroom. You guys are going to make a strut tower that's going to mimic what is here.
Okay.
So right here, what you're going to do, from what we've talked about in the shop, is you're going to make a strut tower, but you're going to make it out of tube and flat steel. You're going to also go point-to-point measurements and get all these, and when you put it in your CAD system, you're going to have all these points at the right place when you put your plate over top of that, and once we drill the holes.
The image on the right shows a base plate. You will replace the strut tower, the image on the left, with a base plate, the image on the right. The base plate will be used to attach the chrome bars, or either the structural bars that you use to design your car. Your base plate will then be attached to the struts. This is an example of a strut base plate. The strut base plate will mount onto the strut. It's very important that you make sure that you get the correct measurements from point to point for proper alignment for the base plate to the strut. The blue plex pipe will be used to represent how the metal tubing will be connected to the base plate. This is an example of the Spaceframe vehicle that's in the shop and how it is used to connect the Spaceframe to the strut.
Same thing here. This is going to be a little different because this car is going to have an upper control arm rather than the shock tower or the strut being the upper control arm. Some of your cars run the strut as the upper control arm. This is going to have the strut, but you're going to actually have an upper control arm.
Okay.
And then you'll have to make sure when you put this in that all this is going to be sitting in the right geometry. So that's what we'll have to really get into to make sure that we have all of this in its right form, because it moves so much. Because same thing here, they set the Dodge Challengers up more like race cars with, instead of having one lower control arm, they have two separate arms in the bottom.
Okay.
That gives you a little more maneuverability.